Richard is someone that you have to see in action.
He's a great visionary, and the passion that he exudes for this city is unmatched by anybody I know.
He's very much a disruptor. He has a mind of his own, and his opinions are all his.
Richard's not shy in expressing his opinion, which is great.
The first time I went to a meeting with Richard and several other people, leaders around the table, one of the things that he did is he challenged very strongly some of the work that had been going on, in the economic development arena. He felt that he stood on solid ground because he was looking at outcomes, and he didn't see outcomes. He's not afraid to speak out. That's the kind of leader that the chamber needed at the time that Richard took over.
Phil Trineri was taken from us in September of 2018. That could have been an existential moment for the city, right? We all could have gone, okay, poverty's taken us down, we've got too many challenges. 5 months later, Richard announces the biggest project ever in the history of downtown Memphis, 3 blocks away from where that incident occurred. His leadership by example also fortifies the coalitions.
Phil was a strong leader with great vision for this city and great passion, and his absence was huge. And to have Richard involved at the same time was absolutely necessary. And we needed a steady helm at our chamber, which is our partner in economic development, and Richard was the right person at the right time.
He wants to empower the board, the chamber, anyone he works with to really see what their place is and how they can leverage their unique talents to add value to the city and to what we're trying to do. And again, it's no coincidence that we're having this type of momentum and that we're having this type of growth from an economic standpoint, but also from a workforce development standpoint under his leadership over the past 2 years.
He wants us to be competitive, not just as a city in the state, but globally. And that passion really comes out with him questioning the status quo. Why aren't we doing this? We could do this better. And it's really coming from a place of passion for the city.
Richard is the kind of guy that's not afraid of getting out into the community either. We launched this, taking it to the streets, and I was very surprised to see Richard in a seat in Orange Mound talking about tax incentives and tax abatements and talking about the power of what that means and how it benefits everybody in the community, because we know that if we don't attract businesses, we can't have a new contributor to the tax base. Everybody's not courageous enough to step into the Orange Mound Senior Citizen Center and be a tremendous minority in a majority population and talk about issues and help people understand how the chamber's work also affects the lives you live in your grassroots community.
Richard deeply loves the city of Memphis. If you cut Richard in half, he'd bleed purple, he'd bleed blue, and then he'd bleed red.
I think his lasting impact is going to be progress. It's going to be growth.
Richard won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop, if I were going to describe him, in making sure that this city continues the momentum that he started. When he starts something, he holds on to it and makes sure that he sees it all the way through with excellence.